Hey up viewers and viewesses, my name is General Red Strategist and welcome back to Beyond Good and Evil. This is episode 25 and quite possibly the final episode in this playthrough. So, do you remember in the last episode we got the last photograph for our report, and boy, we've stared off the revolution on Hillis. The alphas have been exposed. So now we have to fight our way through this ship here and just disengage the tractor beam that's keeping the beluga in place. Oi!
Alert! Alert!
Come on! Go! Take out these guys. Okay, that's... Wow. You guys were easy, weren't you? Jeez. Take all you out. There we go. Destroy the lot of you. There we go. Time to go upstairs, I think. Got some revelations coming in this episode.
What were you hoping for, huh? Everyone you ever loved is already dead. Your mother and father, the pig, and all those little brats. We've sucked them dry of all their fluids so that we could live longer. He's looking for you. He's been on your trail for centuries. Your days are numbered. May the angels of darkness rise to glory.
That's the end of him. And that was a little bit of a revelation right there. He's been on Jade's trail for centuries, apparently, even though Jade can't possibly be that old.
We have to get back to the base. All the prisoners are still in there.
God, just knocked my microphone. Time to go.
There's someone else still alive?
Jeez.
No, there's no one left.
Time to get out, I think. Come on, Paige. H. Let's get on the move. Let's also have a save game whilst we're at it. It's always very important to save your game. Especially in one like this where you only get little checkpoints that you have to manually save at. It's a bit like Alien Isolation in that regard. Or rather, Alien Isolation was a lot like this, because this came first, obviously. Come on, Paige, in you come, bud. Oh, God. Yeah. Ah, okay. Keyboard is sort of doing well here.
Landing strip in sight, straight ahead.
Time to get to that then, I guess. Let's go. Get ourselves up here. Oh!
They're sending in the cavalry!
Sweet Jesus, they're everywhere!
Okay, we've got space battle now. Okay, right. Let's do this. Get those two. Oh, no. Yeah! Ah, no. Jesus. Let's take out a few of them. Oh, God. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, these guys just infinitely spawn, if I remember correctly. You have to take out a few of them. I hope you can hear me. It's quite loud. You. Oh, God, he hit me. Yeah. Oh, gone. Two. There we go.
We'll cover you. Try to get inside the base. We must save those that are still inside.
Wow, they arrived quickly, didn't they? Oh, God. Keep going. Land. Oh, there we go.
Collision risk high.
Just got it at the right moment then. Okay. Yeah, basically if you want, you can keep fighting there. If you really want to. Because technically, as I said, all those enemy ships, they just keep spawning infinitely. But there's no real point because obviously, you know, you've got to get down here.
There! A triple elevator! Everyone in position!
It's time, everybody. It's time for the culmination of the game.
Okay.
Let's go.
Thanks for everything, my companions.
The Great Crypt. Oh, God. I'll stay silent here.
You have finally come back to me. You have served your master well, Johnny. You alone have brought the Hillians to me. They have followed you blindly.
Miss Jade?
Dorthgal Parker.
Ah! It's a trap! The controls aren't responding anymore.
The pig has hidden your origins from me.
Jay, no! Don't listen to him!
You are the source of my powers, the instrument of my strength. They took you away in the hope of destroying me, but I have survived, feeding me with only the most miserable of sacrifices. They made you human, but you are not like them. You are mine, Shawnee, and I am going to kill the human part of you.
David! Huh.
Shawnee Dom Yandra!
Okay. Final boss fight, everybody. Oh god. Shout. Sarcophagus monsters. Yeah. Come on. Do your worst. Oh god. Come on. Get them all round. Like so. Oh god, there's loads of them. Is that it? Okay. Oh god. Oh god. Shit. Jesus. At least he's got food. Get behind your shield. Like this. Hit him with the super attack. Whoa, God, Jesus. At least I've got these Starkos. Got missiles. Got him. Oh, Jesus. Gotta try and remember how this boss fight goes. Oh, God, really? Oh god, page clones. Get him in the materia crystals. Yeah, no. Can't get those. Gonna hit him. Got you. Jeez. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Probably just noticed the jump cut there. Yeah, I had to just momentarily stop recording. I was disturbed. Oh god. This is bad. Oh fuck, is this the bit where he Yeah, this is the bit. Oh god. I remember this. He teleports. Oh god. Get him. God. Yeah, I remember that. That is nasty. We're freaking teleporting to try and get you. It's pretty nasty. What's he up to? Oh god. Double H clones, that's bad.
It's your fault that we're suffering this, Jay. Abandon.
Oh wow, that was easy. Oh god. Take them all. Super attack. Oh fuck. Oh no.
You're losing control of your spirit, Shawnee. Shawnee Obakan.
Yeah. I remember this. He's going to reverse the controls, isn't he? Oh shit, yeah, pressing D and she's going to the left. Oh, that is bad. And it all goes into slow-mo. That is pretty darn horrid. Oh, that's two of them out. Oh no. Oh no. Not this again. Oh god. Oh no. Damn it. Oh god, he does 2 hearts of damage each time. You. Oh god. Come on, come on, come on. Oof. Did I get him? Oh god. First time. Shit me. Jesus. You have no idea how tense I was during that stage then. God, because he reverses the controls and I'm trying to desperately remember where does he teleport next. God. When I first played this as a teenager, I can remember I had an absolute struggle with that, but oh, thank God the memory game came in there, and thank God I managed to remember how to do it. God. Oh, man. So we've had the big plot twist, everybody. Jade contains a strange power within her that the Dom's priest clearly knows about. She's going to awaken all the victims, bring them back to safety. Oh, man. God. Damn. Can't believe we've come to the end of this, one of my favourite games of all time. Wow. So I'm just going to sit in silence and let this play. God, there you have it. That's the end of Beyond Good and Evil. To the credits, everybody. I'm actually going to do something a bit different here. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to put down my microphone. I'm going to move out the way, and I'm just going to let the credits play. You can't actually skip these, but there's a little ending scene at the very end. But I'm also just going to let the credits roll, because I love the soundtrack in this game. So I'm just going to let the music play so you can all enjoy it, and I'm not going to say anything else. So I'll see you in a second, everybody. And there you have it, everybody. That was the end of Beyond Good and Evil. Oh man, finale right there. See that little sequel? I didn't say sequel. That little scene there at the very end. That's the sequel bait right there. Obviously, I think I said this much earlier on in the series, but Beyond Good and Evil 2 has been, I think, formally clarified just last year, very, very recently. So after years and years of uncertainty, Beyond Good and Evil fans like myself will, fingers crossed, be getting the sequel we've kind of dreamt of for so long. So that's going to be very interesting, and I just hope they don't, Ubisoft doesn't screw it up, because, sequels sometimes, people think they're not as good as the original, but, yeah, whatever, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic that Michel Ancel can do a good job with it. So, wow, there we are. We've come to the end of this game. As I say, compared to all the games that I played, this is only a fairly short one, but I don't really mind that. Even though it's short, it's kind of sweet for what it is. And I'd rather play something that's short, but which I really, really enjoy, than play something really long, but which I feel a bit sort of meh about, or which I don't find hugely engaging. I don't know. But yeah, that's one reason why I like Beyond Good and Evil. Another reason really why I just love Beyond Good and Evil was always because of the characters, the aesthetic, the setting, and also the soundtrack. Yeah, I mean, I've said this before in some of my videos, but I love the soundtrack in this game, particularly those ending credit pieces there. Very relaxing, calming, quite beautiful. But one thing that was requested of me, of course, and I've said this before, Celine S. Sauve, I think that's how I pronounce your username on YouTube, actually requested quite early on that I talk about some of the hints that that kind of appear throughout this game in the kind of build-up to the climax. Basically, the hints that Jade is not who you think she is, and that she has this weird kind of energy or this power deep within her. Because that's basically what I'm taking the storyline really to be of Beyond Good and Evil. That, for all of Jade's life, she's been born and raised on this planet called Hillis, which has been at war with these alien creatures, the Doms, who are these kind of very mysterious, odd, evil beings, whatever they are. And, of course, they're using the Alphas as a kind of pawn to get what they want, which is life force from human beings and their sort of animal sapien cousins in order to survive. Because, you saw in the final cutscene with the Dom's High Priest in episode 24 that he was in a bit of a bad way. He was coughing. He was saying he could feel the life abandoning him because basically he needs life force to survive. Now, given that Jade has this power, the storyline possibly is that the whole reason why the Doms are invading Hillis is because they want to get at this thing called Shawnee. At least that's the name I take it to mean. And it's funny that because that's also Jade's code name that she uses when working for Iris in her kind of reports. You remember the Iris 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, those ones where Jade was mentioned, she was mentioned by code name Shawnee. But it's always very interesting that she chose that particular name. The implication, or rather the inference that I take from that being that the reason she chose that is because on a subconscious level she knew the name. Maybe, like I say, on a subconscious level, maybe not consciously, because she has this thing inside her. So the thing is, obviously, the Shawnee power, whatever it is kind of a mystery. It's never really fully clarified what it is. And I suppose the reason for that is because when Michel Ancel originally kind of designed Beyond Good and Evil, he intended for this game to be the first in a trilogy. But of course, because commercially this game didn't do very well when it was released in 2003, obviously he had to shelve the series for a while. Obviously, now that we're getting Beyond Good and Evil 2, hopefully the storyline will be able to continue. But I imagine that obviously the aim was to actually explain what Shawnee was in subsequent games. Okay, so that's the basic storyline. So again, like I say, the whole reason for the war on Hillis between humans and Doms is presumably because the High Priest is looking for Shawnee, and he knows it's on Hillis. The implication, of course, in the For Jade M disc, where Paige talked about the Beluga, you remember, is that he mentioned her parents, and he mentioned that obviously they had to separate, and her parents placed Jade under the protection of Paige because they were having problems with the authorities, air quote. So what that could mean is that they were having problems with the Alphas. So Hillis presumably might not be the first planet in this kind of universe that has been attacked by the Doms. And it could be, in fact, that her parents had something to do with maybe the theft of the Shawnee power from the Dom's High Priest, or maybe some ancestor far back took it, because as General Keck said in his final cutscene, the Dom's High Priest has been on Shawnee's trail for centuries. So at some point in the distant past, the Shawnee power has been stolen, and presumably it's been passed down through generations of the family of the people who stole it. At least that's what I'm taking from what I took from it, what I'm kind of presuming a bit here. But that could be the explanation, and that Jade, of course, is the latest incarnation of the Shawnee power, perhaps, something like that. So that's the storyline. Now, of course, as I said early on in this series, when that plot twist came about, there were a fair few people who kind of complained that it came a bit out of the blue, and maybe it was a bit rushed. And I said, I think in either episode 1 or 2, somewhere around there, that to me, I didn't really feel like it came so much out of the blue, because I feel like there were hints there. Maybe obviously not very clear ones, but they were certainly there. I'll see. I might see if I can overlay a bit of footage on the screen as I'm saying this, but you'll all remember, I think in the very first episode that I did of this game, the fight with the Spirit Eater, the creature underneath the lighthouse. You defeat that, you see the alphas, then Jade has that weird moment where she faints, and she, reawakens presumably several hours later once it's night time. Now, there are a couple of things that stand out in that bit there. Number one is when you first pick up that pearl that the Spirit Eater drops. Remember what Secundo says after he does the kind of scan thing. He says something along the lines of, "Good work, Jade," or Jade, well obviously I'm just saying it in his pronunciation, "but be careful, I noticed something got inside your psycho-karma." Now, psycho-karma is a bit of a funny term that could mean all kinds of stuff, but essentially what I took that to mean was that something has got into her system and he's picked up on it. Now, at that point, I'm presuming Secundo obviously doesn't know anything about Shawnee. Presumably Paige has kept that a secret even from him. So as far as he's aware, that power may, or that thing, whatever it is, may have only just got into Paige, into Jade at that point in time. But obviously he doesn't know what it is, he can't tell what it is, whereas in fact it's actually been in her for a while, he's just never noticed. So there's that hint there. Then of course, related to that section as well, you do have that weird sort of moment where she's waking up and everything seems a bit groggy, and if you listen carefully, I'm pretty sure in the background you can hear the voice of the High Priest doing his weird sort of incantations. So presumably there's some kind of weird psychic connection. So I'd say another hint there that there's something a bit weird going on. Then the next area where I feel like there was a big hint was in the Neutrophils factory, in the loading dock, in that particular boss fight where you had that large two-legged robot thing, which was guided by the sort of infected pearl, whatever it was. And you remember in the cutscene preceding that boss fight, you have that sort of mutated Alpha Section guy, and you have the Spirit Eater again. And the Spirit Eater comes in, it drains him of all his sort of life, the mutated Alpha Section guy of all his life force, and then obviously it spits the pearl out and the whole boss fight commences. But during that scene, of course, Jade has these weird kind of visions where she can see that giant statue thing that you saw in the final boss fight with the Dom's High Priest there. And she can hear his voice saying, "Your friend in exchange for your soul, Shawnee." In other words, the implication being there that Jade carries something which the Dom's High Priest wants, which the Dom's High Priest is after. So to me, that's the other big kind of hint that there's something there. So I would definitely say yes, there are. In fact, actually, I've just realised I made a mistake there. Yeah, I've made a mistake there. The "your friend in exchange for your soul" bit, that's actually not in that scene. That's actually afterwards, in the bit where you take Double H back to Iris when he's got the spore on him, and Jade has a vision there where the Dom's High Priest says, "Your friend in exchange for your soul." Okay, yeah, so that's actually two separate hints there. The bit where she's having weird flashes of vision of the statue of the High Priest, when about to fight that boss in the Neutrophils factory, and then of course the High Priest talking to her in the Iris Den when the Iris members are trying to save Double H's life. So yes, the hints are there, I would say. Obviously they're not very clear, but then again, in terms of storytelling in this kind of story, hints are never usually clear. I suppose the way it's always done is to have the big reveal at the end, and then when you look back you say, "Oh, of course, yeah, all the hints are there." So yeah, I should have picked up on those. But yes, so to me, the whole revelation at the end didn't really come out the blue so much. I mean, I don't know, maybe it could have been hinted at a bit more, but I wouldn't say by any means that it was kind of a very unexpected twist. I'm not sure. But yeah, like I said, I'll try and overlay a bit of footage over that whole explanation there to try and actually show you some of the key points there, and you can look at them for yourself. So yes, that should answer your question, Celine Sauvé. Hope that clears things up maybe just a little bit. But yeah, thank you for joining me then, everyone, for this epic adventure. This was a fantastic playthrough. I feel really good getting back to this game after not having played it for so long. Oh man, I can't wait for Beyond Good and Evil 2. I mean, obviously it's probably not going to be out for a while yet. I'd imagine 2018 probably at the earliest is when it'll come out. It may, I don't know, not be until something like 2019, 20, I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, I'll keep staying up to date via Google, things like that. I'll actually, come to think of it, whilst I'm on the subject of Beyond Good and Evil 2, I'll flash up some of the screenshots or the concept art and things like that, which have appeared over time since this was released, this first game. Obviously, there were some interesting things that surfaced. One of the earliest hints was was two things. There were a couple of trailers or like little gameplay footage things that once appeared, and people all got excited about them because they looked and thought, "Whoa, what is this? This is weird." Obviously, there was the first one, which was basically a car broken down in a desert where Paige himself actually appears, and presumably Jade in the background, assuming it is her, of course. And then there was a second one, which was basically a woman who kind of superficially resembles Jade, running over the rooftops of some kind of very sort of poverty-stricken looking, almost kind of Southeast Asian looking city, being pursued by police with guns and things like that. There was that as well, which obviously got people excited, but we never really found out what that was all about. But then recently, in recent months, some screenshots began to appear that showed some very interesting things. I'll try and overlay these on the screen right now for you to see. So, obviously looking at these, there could be all kinds of theories about what Beyond Good and Evil 2 could be about. I mean, the one with the little piglet on the guy's shoulder makes me wonder if maybe we might, obviously if and when Beyond Good and Evil 2 gets made, we'll be seeing maybe some of Jade's parents or Paige's younger years, something like that. So yeah, can't wait for Beyond Good and Evil 2, it will be awesome. But obviously not really much else I want to say on this game other than, thank you for joining me. What next for my channel? Well, thing is, obviously, as I said, this is very much a Michel Ancel game by Ubisoft. Michel Ancel, of course, is the big creator of the Rayman franchise, and my intention next is to maybe have a look at a couple of Rayman games, because I have two of them, which I bought from GOG Galaxy. I do have them on hard disk, but unfortunately my hard disk copies don't work anymore. But the games in question are Rayman 2 and Rayman 3, which are two traditional 3D platforming Rayman games, which I really loved. So you'll probably be seeing them fairly soon. I'll probably start with Rayman 2 and then go on to Rayman 3. But yeah, I might do some go on a bit of a Michel Ancel, I don't know what the word I'd say is, play a load of Michel Ancel games, but it should be good. So hopefully you'll all be looking forward to that. As usual, if you're not already done so, you can sign up to my Facebook and Twitter pages. The link's in the video description. As always, you can keep up to date with my video. Oh god, I'm getting a bit of gas from my tea. Oh, Jesus, that's a bit embarrassing. Right. As I was saying, as always, you can keep up to date with my video uploads on there if you don't have a YouTube account, as well as any other random crap that I might decide to post from time to time. There's nothing else really for me to say other than thank you, everybody, and I really enjoyed playing this. So, in the meantime, this is John Red signing off and hoping that you'll join me, probably for Rayman 2 when I get around to doing that. And in the meantime, I'm signing off now. Goodbye. Oh, got him! Shit! Get off the edge! Oh! No! Go! Get out of here! Get out! No, get a time! Ah! How's that monstrosity finished off? Get over there. See ya! Oh shit! No! Oh, fuck! I did not mean to do that. Oh, please don't tell me I have to kill it again now. Shit! Got to stop it! Yeah. Oh lord! No! Holy crap! This area's horrible. Oh my god, I'm being shot to fucking pieces! Ah! Oh my... What the fuck? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit! Whoa, Jesus Christ! Holy shit! Fucking hell! Bloody hell, that did like 1 million damage! This better not be a... Whoa! Shit! No! Oh my fucking god! How many... What?